Okay, so another Linux out of the box for you to watch. This is Nobara. So what's Nobara? Same machine as usual, has all the videos for 9060 XT, Ryzen 9. Nobara is a modified version of Fedora. It's not a Fedora spin, it's a modified version of Fedora that's apparently easier and more intuitive, or not intuitive, but it's basically set up better for people who want to do a bit of content creation, gaming, and probably word processing. I don't know, but it's set up better to be a workstation. So yeah, so let's have a look at it and let's go through it all. So let's have a tab down and find which one I need. So many ISOs, not enough time. Hang on, I'll do it in a second. Here we go. Nobara. I've got the two versions on there. I know the HTPC one doesn't work, so I'll just put the standard official Nobara 42 on here, and that's the latest version. So here we go. Boot up, start Nobara, and off we go. Black screen. Now this is obviously, I'm doing this in real time. I'm going to fast forward some bits because I'm sure you don't want to watch things loading. Or maybe you do. Maybe you want to watch. I mean, this is literally coming off of a USB 3 onto an SSD in real time, so you can see how long this thing takes. And actually, sometimes I do this because when you do things like you're fiddling with SteamOS and stuff like that, you get these gigantic black screens and you don't know if the machine's busted and should you reboot. Anyway, we're into something. Nobara's booted up. Welcome to Nobara Linux 42. So that's nice. Next, standard installation, UK. Yeah. And then I'm obviously going to use Q, all the same. And all the same, yeah. Reuse password, log in automatically. I mean, you wouldn't do this on a normal machine. And that's come up with the bottom there. There's the 894 packages to update. That's a concern. But I don't know whether you should do that now, or I'll probably do that when I go into it. Let's install, because it is on a wide connection. Yep, install it now. And off we go. Now, I didn't do this, and I would be remiss without telling you this. If you click on that button that says New Game, a game appears, and I can't quite work out what it is. I'm going to be called an idiot for this. It's loads of dots and stuff, coloured beads, and you click them, and I think you've got to clear the whole screen. But when I did it the time before, it's brilliant. It does actually take the time away. But what we're going to do, we're going to whiz forward now to when the installation is completed. Okay, here we go, super speed. It's quicker. I mean, I put that at 1000%, so that gives you some idea of how long that actually took to do it. A little bit of a while. I think we're going to have to do this, reviewing this video. I think there's another bit I have to do. Oh, quickly, gone in. I think it's about 6 minutes to get to this in real time. And here we go. And then we've got to reboot it. But I think at this point I wandered off from the computer, so bear with me. I come back, here I am. I'm back. Restart now. Okay, great. Done. Reboot. And see what we get. So yeah, I mean, I have played with Nobara before, but I mean, I'll save my judgment. I've never done it in this system where I've done specific things. I mean, realistically, I was looking for how to play Linux games. And here we go, 16.14. So you just click on that and reboot. Now, if you were Windows or Mac OS user, those sort of screens are a little bit alien to you. So you just have to just press on, really, and just go through it. Here we are, and we're in. And we have a welcome screen. What are we going to do first? First steps, maybe. First steps. Update my system, always. Now, I'm going to tell you this. This is confusing. So it launches this, which is great, which I think it's... And then I've got Update Package Manager in the bottom right corner. And it just sits there. That interface... Oh, okay. Before moving to the ROM card, you perform... And so, hang on a minute, I need to do an update on an update. You know, I know this is like a modified version, but this, look, I've got another update window popping up. So this is a bit disconcerting on this. If you were like a Mac user or Windows user, you'd really be a bit floored by this because there's lots of things popping up. And that display, that display isn't very intuitive. You can't, the status box, you can't drag it out. And I've got another one popped up now. So what I'm going to do, because this is a sort of ongoing thing, you just have to battle through this. and get it to do all its updates. So I think I'll whiz forward, and there was a lot. There was 890 something. There it goes. It started doing it, something. And also it says system updates, and then Flatpak user updates, and then Flatpak system updates, but there's nothing in there. Oh, and it's done it again. Anyway, let's get to the end of this pretty quickly. Okay, so I've sped this up 2,000 times. So hopefully this will be a bit quicker than it was before. Yeah, look at it go. A lot of updates. Okay. Jesus. It's getting there though. Upgrading, removing stuff. I think it's that initial bit. That window is just tricky. Alright. Here we go. Restart. Come on, you can do it. Yes. And there's a restart and we'll be back. Okay, so we're back at normal speed now. And are we coming back up? I did this with Fedora the other day and it never came back up again. All right, so there we go. Okay, so it's upgraded the kernel as well. That's the 16.15 and 16.14. That little window, I know, as I said, it throws windows at people, but I mean, if you tap down, you can go back to the previous version so you can roll back immediately. Okay, that was snappy. And we're in. So first steps, what have we got? We've done the system update. Let's launch the drivers and see what it's detected my graphics cards. 9060 XT, that's brilliant. It's worked out what it is. It's quite a new card, and it's got the internal graphics card it's picked up. Nobara tweak tools, what's that about? Something about partitions auto mounting. I don't know. May have to come back to that. Cannot mount by partitions and auto mount. All right, so normal users just avoid that. Don't know what it means. Give it a bit close. Install more apps from Software Manager. Download repository. Now, this is like putting in what's called Flatpaks and stuff like that, which is additional software. What have we got? Packages. That's not very pleasant. Not great. Hopefully that's not the way to do the software updates, like get in loads, install software. What else? Web apps, never done that. Don't ever get involved in that bit. Recommended additions. Okay, here we go. So we've got Blender, video editor, and OBS. So it's sort of, as you see, it's sort of aiming at, getting you set up for streaming, gaming, content creation and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fast forward this for you because I know it takes ages. Okay, so I fast forwarded this. So this should be super quick. It isn't in real time. This was longer than the install. I think there's something wrong with my internet connection. Anyway, let's get through that. Okay, we're through. And now click OK. What have we got next? There's so much stuff there. Okay, and now don't need Discord. Optional steps. Oh, so this has got a built-in DaVinci Resolve installer, which is so cool. I've written tons of scripts. This people who follow the channel know to get DaVinci Resolve installed on various flavors of Linux. So how do we do this? Download Resolve, got that already. I've got it on a USB. So I just need to put the USB in and copy it over probably. I'm finding a USB. Here it is. Okay, and then copy it over to Mount Open. And I've my Resolve and install. And then there it is, Resolve 20.1, latest version. Copy, and we'll paste it into downloads. And in it goes. So again, I'm not going to make you sit through another install-y thing. So when I run this, I'll fast forward it. And yeah, so I think once that's in, that's done. What do you need to do then? You go in there, select file, downloads, click on it. Zip file, no, not that one. Open, no. Okay, what do? We double click it. That's a double click then. All right, so I'll speed this up and we'll come back when it's installed. So I've sped this up 1,000 times, so hopefully this will be a bit quicker. Keep going. No feedback. But anyway, it doesn't tell you how long it's going to take. If it's frozen, there, it's done it. And the icons appeared on the desktop on the top left. Okay, great. So Proton G now. The guy involved with this, called Glorious Eggroll is his handle. He developed Proton Plus, Proton GE, to help aid Proton games on Linux on Steam. So it's another version of Proton, but developed by this guy, Glorious Eggroll, who's behind this whole thing, who's brilliant, genius individual. Okay, and there we go. So yeah, and I think you can, if you want to support him, click on there's like coffee things or whatever like that support, because I mean he's done all this, I mean, and his team. This is brilliant. We're going to try Resolve first of all, maybe. All the Resolve bits are in there. Okay, let's see what happens. I reckon it won't pick up the graphics card. All right, okay, it's getting that far. Let's do the test. If I put in a bit of media, let's go to the media and go in there and see if we can see anything. Oh no, I'm doing that. I tell you why I'm doing that, just to see if it's broken. Oh, I hadn't put my media in, sorry. I need to put some video in there. So I need to drag the video clip into videos. Then it'll have some media we can play with. There we go. That's going in. It's just a bit of ProRes HQ that I recorded on a video assist. Right, try again. There's a good test. If I can open that old project back up again, it's got something configured right. Let's try that one. If it freezes now, and it's broken. So that means that it's not configured correctly for an AMD card. So it's not got OpenCL or whatever it needs. So I'm going to have to close this. So yeah, so you get the first time it opens, and then when you try and reload a project, it crashes. I think this is an OpenCL issue. It just means I haven't got the right video card drivers in here. Again, as I say, each video, it's another project I need to sort out. So let's terminate this and have a look at how that works. It's not Nobara's fault at all. I mean, if I had an NVIDIA card, that would have worked straight away. But I don't. I have a 9060 XT, so I'm going to try again and go into it and load the media, a new project, because it won't crash on a new project. And then see, just vain hope that it sees the media. But is it going to see that? Nah. So that's not happening. So yeah. So a problem there. Need to put proper video card drivers on this thing to get it to work. So let's have a look at what else we've got. It's down here. We've got multimedia. Let's do OBS and see if any additional codec support's been installed for encoding. So next does the test. Here we go. Keep going. Come on, do the test. And apply settings. Now, actually, I think if it's detected in-house encoding already, or on video, it doesn't do this. Software X264. What's that? Open H264. Don't know what that is. It doesn't look like hardware, though. Probably be FFmpeg or something in here. VAPI FFmpeg. There it is. Yeah, okay. As I said before, I mean, this card's got AV1, H264. Well, what's that? Encoder. Oh, that's got more bits. Okay, that's interesting. So that's got more selections in there. Interesting. Don't see that. Normally, so it's got more things to actually do. Okay, that's worth a play then. That's a markup. And then it's got dry count. This is what I use on Bazai. So it's got some additional plugins. NDI source. Okay, so that's pretty good. That's the best one so far for OBS off the bat installation. Hang on, there we go. Pipewire works. Okay, great. Yeah, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good, actually. Pretty happy with that. Okay, what have we got then? Development, education, LibreMass, graphics, Office. Yeah, that's all in there. Office, right? So you could do that. So you can do writing, which would be nice. Yeah, and writing is pretty good. Okay, but basically we're going to go into internet. We've got Brave browser. That's cool. Normally it's Firefox. I need to have a look. I'm not going to make a judgment on this, but I need to have a look at why they're installing Firefox on some and Brave on others. What do we got? Graphics. Inkscape's in there. Okay. And there's some tools there. You saw there's some, oh, hang on, Flatspot. This is what I'm on about, a proper store. Hopefully this is a proper store and we're not left with that thing I saw at the beginning. Come on, you can do it. Fetching metadata. They've all sort of got their stores. Here we go. Oh, that's better. That's miles better. Installed. Nothing. Updates. Repositories. Okay, but this is a much better way of getting software on this than some of the other ones I've looked at. Yeah, it's fine. Mail program. Bit slow. I think my internet's really slow when I did this. Mail. Email. Oh, there we go. Proton mail. Rock bit order. It's not really searching, is it? Close one. There's mail in there. Geary. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, enough of that. Let's have a look at a game, maybe. Let's have a look at a game. So let's go to games. Let's fire up Steam. As you notice, it may do this silent installation where it does this. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Yep. I bet you it's running. Steam's going to burst into life. On some of them, you actually see this other window that says, because it's basically downloading stuff from the internet. But on some of these installations, it doesn't show you it's doing it. So you think it's not worked. And you sit there clicking Steam every time. What's that? System configurations. Okay, cool. Standard stuff. Touchpad, multimedia, audios, CBBD retrieval. What's that? What even is that? Is that a database retrieval? Game controller, cool. Anything else? Thunderbolt? Don't have any Thunderbolt on here. Device auto mounting, Wi-Fi, activity, users, regions, sessions. So all the standard stuff you can have. I mean, for a Windows and Mac users, some of this is completely alien, but some of it's like very usual, like, you know, media. So I'm still waiting for Steam. It's a classic. So wait again, is it going to do it? Yay! That's the first bit. I'm sure this is what it do is it downloads in the background, as I said. Is it going to do the next bit? Come on. What's going to happen? Are we going to get the next bit? Oh, man. Painful. And it shouldn't do on this. I mean, I think Nobara is more orientated towards games. So, but this bit is just a nightmare. And it does it on so many installations. It just does this sort of, am I, aren't I? Is it going to open? Give it another go, maybe? What is going on? Oh, possible reboot coming up. Yep, I think so. Let's give it a reboot. Give it another chance. I mean, to be fair to this, you should reboot when you install a load of software. Just reboot it. Oh, now Steam decides to wake up just as I click the reboot button. This is the thing about the controller. It's really, it just doesn't... this is the thing about the installation client. It does its own thing. So I've just decided to shut the whole thing down and it's woken back up again. So yeah, that's not very pleasant. Okay, is it going to reboot now, I think? What's it doing? Yeah, I've got into a bit of a mess here. Yeah, got the reboot going. Yeah, so, I mean, yeah, so when you do this the first time, just leave it for 5 minutes and just walk away and don't get impatient with it. Because I think this is like, what other versions did it do on? Not Manjaro, it was okay on that. Pop, yeah, Pop, I think it did it on that. There's a couple of minutes, it just doesn't show the loader. It's really strange. Anyway, we're back in a sec. Ever decides to shut down a reboot. And that's taking, why is that taking so long? It's probably because I fired up Steam, shut down Steam, tried all sorts of stuff like that. Come on, you can do it. You can reboot. You can reboot. Is it coming back up? Oh, it's that dreadful moment where you've installed tons of stuff. Oh, it did. Nobara 16.5, that's great. It's back in again. It should come in quite quick. He says, what's it doing? Why is it doing that all of a sudden? Okay, we're in. Okay, we're back to the help thing. So now, if I launch Steam, it should launch. It should launch. Okay, go for it. Go for it. Let's go for it. And what are we going to get? Steam straight off. It should launch straight away because it's downloaded everything. Oh man. Oh, it is. There it is. Perfect. Okay. So yeah. So the rules are with it launching Steam for the first time on Linux is just launch it, walk away, make a cup of tea, and come back. So here we are. So in with the QR code, and we're going to just download very quickly a game called Dredge. The reason it's not because its process is stressful or anything, it's just the fact that it's quick download. But who can tell on my machine? So we just get that, no friends, home, where are we? Dredge, install, and then up the top there, downloads, 10 meg, oh that's terrible. What's going on? 8 meg network connection. Mine's 200 to 300 it should be, so there's something not quite right with the network in here. Either that, or my son is downloading something in another room. Anyway, let's have a look around. Networks, wide connections. Yeah, it's not, I don't know what's going on there with that connection. That's not quite at the best speed, is it? Okay, cool. So yeah, let's just let that go. It shouldn't be long. Hang on, let me just stop this and then I'll speed this up. Okay, so this is sped up. Pretty quick. Here we go. It's not the network's not that fast, is it? Anyway. Okay, so it's ready to go. So let's click play. And you see it's downloaded some Proton bits. I should really have switched it over to Proton G, which comes in here, but you wouldn't do that, would you? I mean, you'd have to learn about this before you started to use things like Proton G. Anyway, here we go. Launch straight off the bat. Great. Continue. As I said before, I was about 75% to this game, and the cloud saves have messed up, so I'm right back at the beginning of Little Marrow, which is really annoying. The cloud saves have all messed up. I don't know if I can get that back. It's overwritten because the cloud saves overwritten my my one that was in 75% of the game. Right. Okay, that's done. Great. Quit. Okay. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. So yeah. So I think Nobara is pretty cool, actually. I mean, I think it's got a lot more bits that you want. So for me, it's like, it's got the word processing, it's got DaVinci Resolve, it's got OBS with extra codecs, which I haven't seen before installed straight off the bat. The Steam bit's pretty easy, even though it does give you the fright. Let's have a quick look at Steam. I think I can do this in, what else can I do here? What else can we have a look at? We've got Steam. Let's go back in. What am I doing? We're going in big picture mode. Okay, this is quite interesting. This is Steam, what a Steam Deck looks like. And basically you can install HPTC mode on a computer and have your computer basically boot to this. So this is what a Steam Deck looks like. Now, if you press Control, I think it's Control 1, you get this menu. No, there's a menu at the bottom. You've got Control 1 gives you that, Control 2 gives you that. And it's got all the, this is what you do in a Steam Deck. You'd click left and right or whatever, and you'd get all these additional parts. So this literally plays like a, you know, you can turn your machine into a console. You can do that with anything. You can do it with a Windows machine, to tell you the truth. You can, you know, Steam go into big game mode on anything. So yeah, but there's a little bit more to it because you have a thing called Game Scope, and all sorts of bits and bobs that are, you know, do linear upscaling. So the upscales the game to make it work better. All sorts of stuff like that you can do. So then you click power, and then you can go exit big picture mode, settings. There we go, we're back to normal. If you were in a proper Steam mode, you'd literally shut down and come out. I'll show you this with Bazai, for example. You come out and basically switch back to desktop. There's a big step between the two. Okay, so this is the thing I said earlier on. This has got Brave browser on it, as opposed to Firefox. I don't know what that's about. Anyway, so yeah, digress there. I span off and started to have a look at something else. I really like this. Nobara's great. I'm really happy. Okay, there was a kerfuffle at the beginning with the uploader, the sort of downloading thing. That's a bit of an epic, but I'm sure you can sort of work your way around that. But as it stands, this is probably one of the, even though it's not a proper distro as such, it's a modified distro. It's really good. Steam, OBS, DaVinci Resolve, everything you need, and yeah, and it works. So yeah, so thanks for watching.